Hello, my name's Keira and I'm a first year student at BSMS this year, and this will be a week in my life. Today is Monday, and today is quite a not that busy day for us, which is quite surprising. We only have lectures that start at 2, and then we have 3 that end at 5. So I've got the whole morning. It's coming up to about 9:45 maybe. I woke up and had a bit more of a slow morning. But the plan today is to go to the library and to get some revision work done, just so I'm staying on track. Then I'm going to obviously do my lectures, and then potentially, depending on how the day goes and how tired I get, may attempt the gym. But we're not too sure of that yet. But usually our week's pretty busy on a Monday, where it was a lot last term. This time feels like it's a bit more spread out, so a little bit more manageable, to be honest. So this is like an overview of my week. So Mondays, we usually full on lectures. Tuesdays are our clinical days. So we're over at the Brighton Falmer campus, which means I have to walk over there because I live in Lewis Hall on the University of Sussex. Wednesdays, we have our student selected components at the moment, which are just sessions that we chose for ourselves. So we had loads of different options and you just chose which ones interested you the most. Everyone has to do one. They have slightly different ways of assessing you at the end of it, but it's a good way of incorporating things that you are interested in, which isn't just solely the core knowledge that you have to know for your KT. Wednesdays are always a half day as well, because that's what BSMS like to do. They like to give people that afternoon off to do sport, to do clubs, to do activities outside of medicine. Thursdays, again, quite a lot of teaching usually happens. Fridays are a bit more relaxed. A lot of the time, especially the last 2 terms, we had like dissections on Fridays. That's like all we had for like 2 hours, or we had a dissection in like 1 lecture. So more often than not, I don't have a full day on Friday, but we'll see how this week goes. I'm quite busy this week as far as lectures are. I know it doesn't seem it today, but overall pretty busy, and I can't wait to take you along with me. So we're just going to see what today and the week brings. So I'll give you a rundown of my day. So we had 3 lectures and a symposium today. Symposiums don't happen all the time, and it usually does come up in your KT, but also is there to help widen your learning. So we had 2 lectures and a symposium. Overall it was pretty good. I really enjoyed the last lecture. It was on like coronary artery diseases and stuff like that, so that was quite cool. Lovely lecturer, went through all of it. After, we did go to the gym, but again, extremely busy to pull out a camera. They've just opened the new gym, which is just next to the original gym. I go over to Brighton for my gym. I just prefer it. So I went with a friend and we trained back and triceps, which is very fun. I not long got back and I've made dinner, but plans for the evening is that I'm going to eat dinner, maybe do 1 or 2 lectures worth of notes, and then I'm going to relax, because it's very important to relax as well as work, otherwise you get a bit burned out, which I learned in first term. So definitely allow yourself breaks. But that was my Monday, and I'll see you all for Tuesday. Morning, so it is Tuesday of my week. Ordinarily we'd be heading over to the Brighton campus for clinical and sessions with our GP facilitator, where we do like history taking, learning of exams, discussions. It's really good, I really enjoy it. However, today's a bit different. They're doing an online lecture from 9 till 12 on pharmacology. This has never happened before, so I'm quite curious to see how this is going to work and what exactly it is about. And then I'm quite lucky, in the afternoon I have personal study. Not everyone has this. We're on a bit of a rotation situation where some people have their GP placement, some people have talks at the hospital, some people have PPD, which is personal and professional development sessions, some have clinical skills training. It just depends what you get on the Tuesday. So I've got personal studies, so not really much going on today. I do plan to go to the gym later, potentially with a friend, so hopefully I'll be able to get a bit more of a video in the gym rather than just showing you what it looks like. So there's no lectures today, so I won't be able to get a picture of the lecture theatre, but I hope tomorrow I should be able to give you an idea of where you'll be learning in your first year, because you do spend a lot of time in that lecture theatre, just because there's so much content, so you do have quite a lot of teaching hours. So I'm just waiting to go on to this online call on Teams, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'm also trying to write up a lot of my notes again because I realised they weren't that good, so I'm also doing that in between. So yeah, I'll speak to you in a little bit. Okay, so me and a friend are gonna go head to the gym over at Brighton. It's been quite a quiet day, just a lot of note taking and just going over a few things, hopefully for them to stay in my brain, although I'm not too sure. But the more repetition I do of them, the more it seems to stick. So we're gonna go to the gym for a little bit, come back, make dinner, and then I've got netball later, so I'll show you what that is like. So we just finished up in the gym. We did shoulders and cardio, a very hard session, and probably not the smartest thing to do before netball tonight, but it's fine. Very good session actually. It's very rare that I get time to do that, so good. Hello, good evening. There was a slight change of plans this evening. Tuesdays I usually have netball 7:30 till 9. However, it had to be cancelled due to the weather, so I didn't end up going. But netball is now tomorrow, so I'll still get to be able to show you. To be honest, when I come home, I did a couple of flashcards. I did my essay. It was already written. We're currently on the child and family essay, and it's discussed 3 most impactful factors that you believe to be impactful for human health and development, and justify with references. I really like this essay topic. It's better than our last one, I believe, but there's also a little bit less guidance because we've already done one, which I'm struggling with slightly, but the lecturers have been amazing with replying back with help, so that's been good. I've written the essay, but I just had to change a lot of the chunk out of it, but at least that's getting done. So yeah, that's where I am this evening. I'm gonna call it a night very, very soon. It's coming up to 10 o'clock, but after gym I did just relax and make dinner, so I've not just been doing work the entire time. I've got to read something for my SSC for tomorrow, because each week for our SSC we always have like this pre-learning, just so we have a bit of an idea of the topic that we're going to go through tomorrow, or on Wednesday. So I've got to do that, which seems quite interesting. It's an article from a book, so I'm going to see how that goes. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. But yeah, it's been a very, very relaxed day today, which is not usually how it is on a Tuesday, I must admit. Tomorrow, like I said, we've got a half day, so again, won't be as busy. I thought I was busier this week, but a few things got changed and I didn't realise we had an online lecture this morning, so it's been less busy. But yeah, I've got my SSC and 2 lectures tomorrow, so it should pick up a little bit. So we are now at the co-op, which we do most days because I'll walk home. The necessities. We're just gonna go home and do some work. The lecture was again really busy. They had back-to-back lectures, so the second years went in straight after us, so I didn't get a chance to get a picture of it, but I will be getting that tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so as you would have seen, we went to the co-op. It was me and a couple of my friends, but again, extremely busy. So we just tried to get in and out. I also, on my way back, got a washing card. This was because the washing machines are currently not connected to the internet, so I used to use my phone and the app, but it's not really working, so now I have to top up that card, so I may do some washing later or tomorrow. But since I've been home, I ate lunch and I made a chicken wrap that I ate half when I was during lectures and half when I got back. I caught up on flashcards from today, so I'm all up to date except for the symposium from the other day. I looked at my essay again that I still need to shorten, but I'm going to get a friend to look at it for me. And now I'm looking at my presentation for my SSC, which is the last week of Feb, but I want to get a bit of a head start. So that's pretty much what I've got planned for today, is to carry on with this presentation and potentially some revision if I get around to it. Make dinner and then go netball, which I do quite enjoy it, but it's indoors today, so it's a bit different than what it usually is, but we'll see how it goes and I will show you that later. So we just got back from netball. There's kind of a later one than usual, and on a Wednesday, which usually doesn't happen. It was also indoor, which is always a bit of a shambles. Yeah, you must admit, a bit of a rough one, but warmer. Yep, definitely warmer in this month. We've got varsity on Saturday, so that is what we were training for. But now we're going to go back and have a snack because that was very well needed. And go to bed, yay! And we did also have a very novel co-op shop. We love the co-op. It's a daily occurrence. It takes all of our money. Quite literally. Anyway, so we'll see you tomorrow. Morning, it is Thursday of this week in the life, so we're nearly done. Today I don't have too much. I've got to go to now a symposium on, I think, blood cancer, from what I remember, which should be interesting for 2 hours. Then I've got 2 lectures, I believe, until like 3. It might be 1 lecture. I just know it end at 3. So not too bad of a day. I had a bit of a slower morning. I went through a lecture. I also did buy concert tickets. So that's fun. You can have a outdoor social life on a medical degrees, do not worry. I'm going to try and get a video of the lecture theatre today. That is my goal. Hopefully it's not too busy. I'm going a little bit earlier, so it should be okay. But yeah, that's all I have planned today. So I will take you on my journey today, and I might go up to something exciting, I might not. So I finally got to show you the lecture theatre today, which was good. Wasn't that busy. There's a few people in it, but quite a few of us stay in there if there's not a lecture after, just as a place to sit and catch up with flashcards or just some revision work if we don't have time to go back to our flats. So yeah, I've just made dinner. I made nachos. It's quite a staple at the moment, I must admit. Quick, easy. Usually I do cook. But anyway, tomorrow's a bit more busy in a way. Got a lab practical and I've got a dissection, but it's pro section. So I'll try and show you as much as I can tomorrow. But that's good. And then I'm also hosting a Valentine's thing for my boyfriend who's coming up this weekend, so I've got to do a bit of prep for that. Made chocolate strawberries today, which I got the leftover chocolate, so I was happy. But yeah, apart from that, just been doing a little bit of revision. I've not felt like doing revision cards today. I think I'm going to do them tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to have a chilled evening, watch some TV, watch a film. And yeah, definitely make use of your free time when you have it as a medical student, because once it gets to exam period, that all goes a little bit, like you get stressed. And you kind of forget to make time for yourself, so make more of an effort when you do have the free time to do so, because that will decrease slightly in exam season, just unintentionally. But anyways, that's the end of Thursday. So I didn't get to finish yesterday's one as we got a bit caught up. I was organising a early Valentine's evening with my boyfriend, who just took me to the varsity netball match that was supposed to be today. But yesterday I